So after watching the movie Invictus, the leadership qualities that resonated with me the most, the number one would definitely be empathy. I think you could tell right away that once Nelson Mandela was released from prison, I think that's the way he just wanted to lead from there on out. When he was elected, I think he realized that, he's coming into an election where basically, South Africa was very divided, and I think he felt the best way to just connect with his, entire country would definitely be to just lead from a place of empathy and compassion. I think as far as scenes that spoke to me the most, one would definitely be the moment that Francois was looking out the window and he was kind of just reflecting on the fact that Nelson Mandela was in prison for 30 years and, even though, he went through so much and with all that he had been through during that time, he still came out of prison ready to forgive the people that put him there. And I think that scene just kind of shows how when you lead by example and you do it the right way, that it can really, affect and influence people in a very positive way. And I think in that moment, Francois kind of just understood the kind of man that Nelson Mandela, wanted to be and wanted to show his country that he is. And in turn, Francois chose to, take a page from Nelson Mandela's book and lead his team that way. I think one, just because it was just so important to be united during that time, but also because I think he knew how important and how much effect that winning a World Cup could be for that country. So in that instance when he was looking out the window, I think it was just all kind of coming together, like, this man has been through so much and he was, put away by people who hate him and will probably always hate him, but he still is going to choose to forgive and just to move forward and focus on making, South Africa just a better and more united place. I think in terms of emotional intelligence and grace that was emphasized in the movie, for one, I think the scene when the 4 white men that came in that were, reporting to be on the bodyguard service came in, and, all the other bodyguards were kind of taken aback and confused on the matter, and the one bodyguard went to Nelson Mandela and was like, we can't trust these men. And I think in that moment, Nelson Mandela's emotional intelligence kind of shined through. He definitely knew how important it was to have, not just, his bodyguards that, truly have always been there and supported him, but as well as these new bodyguards, it definitely showed how bad he wanted to express the importance of unity, and in the end you could see that, at the beginning the bodyguards, they didn't respect each other really, they didn't understand each other, but they also didn't try, and towards the end, they were making an effort to get to know each other and understand the game and understand why they feel the way they do. And I think it was just a very moving part of that movie. So what are some lessons you can apply to your own life from this piece of cinema? I think the biggest one is just to lead by example, and in doing so, remember to be empathetic and compassionate towards everyone, because, I would say that empathy and compassion is kind of stems just from love, and I think, it's it's that cliche term that love conquers all, but in the end I think it's ultimately true, and I think that's what happened, in this moment. Nelson Mandela truly believed and cared and loved South Africa so much that he kind of went against the grain. He didn't do what everyone expected him to do, but he did what he truly believed was the best for that country, and he got an entire sport on board, or entire sports team on board to believe and help him with the movement that he was trying to make happen. So yeah, I thought this was a really great movie. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be that entertaining and engaging for me, but it was, and I really enjoyed it.